Well, if you're a fan of the Lakers, tonight is your night in the Great Lakes Conference. It's Lake Superior State, the Lakers, against Grand Valley, the Lakers, in a college basketball doubleheader here from Allendale, Michigan. Hi, everyone. I'm Tom Cleary, your host for the action. In the second game tonight, a very good Lake State team of Steve Hettinga, 13-3, will take on Rick Wesley's club, which will be trying for its 10th win of the year. But in the first game, it's a Grand Valley team of Janelle Burgess, which tries to improve upon a very fine 10-4 record, although the Grand Valley Lakers are coming off a loss in their last game against number 23, Michigan Tech. Lake Superior State, 7-7. They've got some local products from the West Michigan area in their lineup tonight and on their roster. First-year coach Kristen Rogers trying to get her team going against a Grand Valley team that's been almost perfect at home this year. A college basketball doubleheader coming up next. Grand Valley State and Lake Superior State here on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
I was only 18 when I was diagnosed with cancer. I went from being an active, healthy teenager to becoming very sick very quickly. But thanks to the collaboration between researchers and my oncologist, I survived, and I'm now in remission.
We were curious, could a checking account help fight cancer? We'll give $150 to Stand Up to Cancer and $150 to you when you open a new checking account with direct deposit and make 3 online bill payments at Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank.
Well, as the Grand Valley players are getting introduced right now, we will tell you that this is the 89th meeting in this series between Lake State and Grand Valley. In fact, Lake Superior State is Grand Valley's most played opponent this side of Ferris State, which is obviously a closer and more natural rival. But basketball has been a big part of the landscape in the UP for a long time, not just across the bridge in Sault Ste. Marie, but also a little bit farther beyond that at places like Northern Michigan and Michigan Tech. So Grand Valley tonight will try to make double up on Lake State. Actually, Lakers, Grand Valley Lakers, that is, have won 4 consecutive games against this opponent. Last time they met was in February of last year. It was at Lake Superior State. Grand Valley won that one 72-63. That's the first-year coach, Kristen Rogers, bringing her injury-depleted team to Allendale here tonight. 15 players listed on the roster, but available for duty tonight, just 9. So this Lake Superior State team, which is not real big or particularly physical, will be trying to nudge their record past the 500 mark for the season tonight against the Grand Valley team. It's been very, very good at home. Grand Valley has been able to handle everybody here under Janelle Burgess this season on this floor. They had a very close game a couple of weeks ago when we were here for the broadcast of the contest with Walsh. And that one, Brianna Barnett, who had been suffering through illness, hit a big shot with the shot clock running down in the final 20 seconds or so to give Grand Valley a comfortable margin, which allowed the Lakers to see out the victory. So they'll jump it up right now, and Grand Valley will get the first possession. That was Piper Tucker, who's in the lineup with Taylor Lutz, Brianna Barnett, who has the ball right now, Kat LaPrairie back as a starter, and here is Kayla Dawson, 23. As Lake Superior State comes out pretty much man-to-man here to start the contest. This is Barnett who will try to use her quickness. Grand Valley not getting much right now, and they're going to have to force it up. And here's the player who will probably do it. It is LaPrairie who spins one out, but inside Grand Valley, an offensive rebound into the hands of Piper Tucker for the first bucket of the ball game. Piper Tucker, player who's really starting to find her way. Tough left-handed shot missed there. Lake Superior State with the rebound, and then a tie-up to Lake State on the held ball. Piper Tucker is the sophomore from East Lansing. And we get a good look at another sophomore there for Grand Valley, Taylor Lutz from Granger, Indiana. Barnett is the junior transfer from Wisconsin Green Bay, and she'll be playing out front right now, matched up with Stephanie Fisher. Mackenzie Edwards, shot clock running down, kind of the phony count from the Grand Valley crowd here. Lake Superior State didn't buy it at all. They know they've got to get one up. That's a tough three. It's off the side of the backboard and thus goes as a shot clock violation. There is no time for dawdling in the women's game. You've heard me say that before. Only a 30-second clock as opposed to 35 for the men. So it becomes very important to have a point guard who can break the press and hurry that ball into the front court the way Barnett just did, but she missed the shot. It's rebounded by Stephanie Fisher. Fisher, a senior from Lewiston. And that's the Michigan version of Lewiston. April Cross out there, 33. Barnett, nice little matchup there with Megan Manninen. Grand Valley still D'ing up very nicely, and it's the long bomb that won't go. It's an offensive rebound, though, for Lake State, then right back into the hands of Megan Manninen. Manninen, the junior from Ishpeming, only 5'2", probably the smallest player we have seen this year, and probably dating back to the days of Jasmine Padine. That's going to be a travel on the baseline there. Drag of the back foot by Lake Superior's Candace Crittenden. Well, the new coach this year has done okay. Lake Superior State treading water here at 7-7 overall, but they have not been as good in conference play. There you see Kristen Rogers. Her team has won just 3 of 10 league games, and Grand Valley's going to catch a break here. They're going to whistle Crittenden for a foul on a pass that Dawson probably wasn't going to get to. Crittenden can't quite believe it. You saw the hint of a smile on her face there. That's the headband battle right now. Dawson and Crittenden. Dawson stepped through, jumped through. Crittenden knocked it out of her hands from behind. Nice play. This is Lacrosse, and now Manninen, guarded by Lutz. LaPrairie down on the block. That looked like a double dribble. Kind of surprised LaPrairie a little bit. The shot, an air ball by Stephanie Fisher. Grand Valley wants to take advantage of a team that's been a little bit slow out of the block, and here goes the Grand Valley point guard. That's Brianna Barnett drawing a foul and 2 free throws here with 17:24 left in the half. Just a reach in there by Manninen. Great elevation by Barnett. It shows you the kind of pedigree she has as an Indiana high school player who played 2 years of Division I basketball. Very impressed with her in the Walsh game that we broadcast a couple of weeks ago. She was not well, had been feeling sick all week long and kind of held it together, but when it came time at the end to take the big shot, she stepped up with Grand Valley leading by 2 in the final half minute, knocked down a very tough jumper against pressure, and Grand Valley went on to win the ball game. A little bit of a knockaway there. Helter-skelter basketball at the moment for Lake Superior State, but another long rebound pulled down by Natalie Peterson. Actually, that was not Peterson, but April Lacrosse had pulled that one down. Here's a drive to the basket. Left-handed shot missed by Crittenden, and here comes Grand Valley looking to go again. Barnett's going to pull up from the top of the key, around and out. That's an indication that Janelle Burgess wants to push the pace. That wouldn't be what you'd normally consider a great shot that early in the clock. LaPrairie's going to come out. Janae Langs is in. Grand Valley's going to make a substitution in the front court, too. It's Corinne Hinska who is in. I don't think we saw her in the last ball game, but she was out for some early shooting before the contest tonight. one of the taller players out there, 6'2", 6'1" freshman from Posen here in Michigan. Grand Valley with a 3-0 early lead here. Defense good, offense not so much for either side. And there's a block shot for Grand Valley, and it was Hinska who stepped out and sent that one back on lacrosse. Here is Lutz driving to the basket, and she draws a block. Kristen Rogers didn't like that all that much. She's trying to have a word with the official. That's got to be a shooting foul, I do believe. Let's wait and see here. No, maybe not. Maybe before the contact, before the shot attempt. Stephanie Fisher drew the foul, and well, I thought they might call that a common foul on the step through, but instead, it's Taylor Lutz shooting couple. Grand Valley's just 1 out of 3 from the stripe here in the early going. But the Lakers have not allowed a basket in the first 3 minutes, 38 seconds for the opponent. And that one's too hard also for Lutz. Who's a pretty good shooter. You wouldn't expect her to miss both. Substitute Krishana Harper is in right now. She's a sophomore from Sterling Heights down in the Detroit area. Long triple try is off the mark. Big scramble for the rebound. And it's pulled out by Mackenzie Edwards, who's in right now for the Lakers of Lake Superior State. In the yellow here today. Nice little pick and roll. Let's see what they got going this time. Good work by Langs, and then a steal by Lutz. Lutz playing playmaker right now. Here's Dawson. Her game is to the basket. She's looking to move, get to the rim. Hinska, that might have been a walk. Shot clock at 15. Piper Tucker, now Lutz. Now inside Hinska. She's going to get it up on the glass and knock it down. Hinska with the first bucket for her. It's 5-0. Grand Valley has got Barnett up, and then they bring their other point guard, Meryl Kripe, to the table as well. So we'll see a new complement of outcourt players here momentarily for Grand Valley. And finally, nice little move inside. Little delay by Natalie Peterson, and she gets the first bucket for her team just about 5 minutes in. Little pull-up, kind of an afterthought shot by Piper Tucker for her second basket of the ball game. Looked like she wanted to get all the way to the hole. Stopped, and she was a little bit out of control and just kind of flipped it up there to avoid a violation, and down it went. Harper. This is Fisher now. Mackenzie Edwards for Lake Superior State. Grand Valley defending pretty well. Now Fisher got right around Hinska. Baseline jumper is a little bit shy for Peterson, and Grand Valley's out and running with Dawson again. Dawson will go till you check her. Well, if she could have kept her dribble going there, she could have spun right into a layup. Hinska, nice drop step. Nice move and a nice finish. Corinne Hinska with her second bucket of the ball game. And the Lakers are out to a very comfortable 9-2 lead. Move on the baseline is going to end with a foul against Taylor Lutz of Grand Valley. It'll be a common foul, and it will get us to our first media timeout of the evening. Grand Valley up early on here tonight on Xfinity in the Grand Valley Sports Network.
For about the past 7 months, Ellie's been running really high fevers, anywhere from 101 to 105. I really appreciated that when Ellie was going through a lot of her health problems, that Dr. Duttler called me personally.
I think it's important for parents to know that we really care about these kids just as we would care for our own children. Access to health is really an important part of being a medical home in primary care. So we do allow our patients to make same-day appointments whenever possible. They can email me or they can call.
Ellie really likes going to see Dr. Duttler. Doctor.
Doubleheader of basketball action coming your way tonight on Xfinity in the Grand Valley Sports Network. My name is Tom Cleary. I'm your host along with the rest of our crew here tonight from Allendale, Michigan. Second game should be a good one. It's kind of a must-win situation for Grand Valley against a team that has not allowed many opposing victories this year. Lake Superior State 13-3 as Krishana Harper has to hustle a little bit to get that one in play. Lakers up 7 here, and we're not quite 7 minutes into this contest. Harper, Edwards, guarded well by Barnett. They go inside here, and an opening on the baseline results in a jump shot that is missed. That's a held ball that'll go Grand Valley's way. Grand Valley defending pretty well, and it's apparent right now that Lake Superior State, with its current configuration of roster parts, doesn't have a lot of inside scoring. So they're trying to get penetration, then get the ball back out on the perimeter. Kelsey Ants is in the ball game for Lake State for the first time. There's Janae Langs, 20. Barnett, Hinska thought about it, kicked it back out instead. She's had 2 buckets on 2 shots, Corinne Hinska, tallest Grand Valley player out there. Barnett finds Kripe for a 3 with the clock running down. Nice bucket there by Meryl Kripe. Grand Valley up by 10 now at 12-2. This is Kelsey Ants on the ball. Shot from the outside won't go. Barnett had it momentarily. She's on the run now. 2 on 3, but she might just go all the way if she can. Little turnaround from the baseline. No, Hinska inside. Third time unlucky for Corinne Hinska after making a couple of baskets earlier. Little back feed. Barnett got inside. They're going to call a foul on Barnett. She didn't like that at all. That's the kind of savvy, though, that Barnett brings to this team. She's the weak side defender on the play, and she sees the ball lobbed over the top. She wasn't really going to do much except get in the way if she could, but she bumped apparently on the post player. Let's take a look here. Boy, not much there at all except the left elbow of the Lake Superior player going into Brianna Barnett. She feels as though she's been hard done by in that situation, and she leaves the game right now as LaPrairie is back on. LaPrairie is right down on the floor. This could be a held ball. No, it's not. Comes back to Lake State. Harper had a wide open look, goes from the left elbow. Dawson, the rebound. Janae Langs went down hard for Grand Valley. Here's Kripe, hit her first shot, a 3. This is a long 3 try that will not go for Grand Valley. That was Jamie Botrop's first attempt of the game. We're past the 8-minute mark in this one. It's Grand Valley by 10. Defending quite well, Janelle Burgess' team here tonight in GLIAC conference play against the Lakers from Lake Superior State. Little move down the lane. The left-handed shot will not go for Mackenzie Edwards. That's another held ball that will belong to the visitors, I'm pretty sure. And that brings us to our next media timeout. 11:16 here in the first half left to play. Grand Valley comfortably on top tonight.
Gotta go. I'd like to welcome you to our basement. I'd like to read a brief statement. We, the Hubacher family, are pleased to announce today that we've acquired the following players: Buster Posey, Mike Trout, Yadier Molina, Bryce Harper, Derek Jeter, and Miguel Cabrera. We believe that this demonstrates, once again, our family's unwavering commitment to assemble the very best team in this neighborhood.
Mr. Hubacher, you've really upped the ante here. How do you expect the other families in the neighborhood to respond?
Well, the Harris family is going to be none too pleased.
Word is the Harrises are putting together quite a team of their own. Any concerns?
Under Cliff Harris's mismanagement, they already used up all their wall space with a bunch of paintings. I mean, really, come on.
Dad.
I know.
All right, next question.
Start building your own dream team at fathead.com.
There's the pep band performing admirably again here tonight. And there's the Grand Valley 5 that will come back on the floor. It's Botruff, Lutz, Dawson. Merrill Kripe is out there, and Kat LaPrairie in number 4 in white. And this is Mannanen, who's back on now. And that's a nice little dump inside. That's a shot you got to hit, though. You drew it up perfectly, and the ball came inbound to an unguarded player who couldn't make the layup. So Kristen Rogers just kind of shaking her head at that one. LaPrairie thought about an NBA 3, decided against it. Dawson now on the wing. Dawson's game is to the basket. The ball a little bit too hard for Taylor Lutz. Kripe is a left-hander. Looking to go, spun it up. Oh, they're going to bail her out with a foul. And a couple of free throws from Merrill Kripe, the senior from Elmhurst, Illinois. Merrill ducks through here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Absolutely. That was not to my open side there, and I couldn't see that contact at first, but the referee right on it. And Kripe hit her first 3, but misses from 15 on the first of 2 here. Grand Valley's already used 9 players in the contest early on, and Kripe now and Tucker leading the way along with Hinska, each with 4. Here's a takeaway after a Lake State miss, and the left-handed shot is up and in for Tamara Novik. Tamara is a freshman from Belgrade in Serbia. Valley's going to launch. That's an air ball from Lutz. Controlled now by Crittenden, who's on the run. And Mannanen with the basketball. It's a 13-4 ball game. Kripe, good work on Mannanen. Nice sag off there by Botruff, who's guarding Novik. She knows that Novik's not going to shoot it from too far outside. Mannanen, clock becoming an issue right now. Mannanen looking to go. Ducked inside. Oh, got bad luck on the shot, and then tipped away from her by Kripe. And here comes Grand Valley on the run. Lutz. Grand Valley's got people up and at the table. This is an easy one for Botruff, and she finds the back iron there on that uncontested 3. And the kick outside now. And Lake State throws it away. Ball looped up over the top of Kelsey Antz. Grand Valley returns with Tucker. Also, Hinska's back in there. And Brianna Barnett. Men's game tonight at approximately 8 o'clock. We usually say 8, and it doesn't quite happen that quickly, but we'll stick with that for right now. Very fine team, Steve Hettinga and his club against Grand Valley, which has been spinning its wheels just a touch lately. Grand Valley still with a good overall record, but trying to separate itself from the middle and lower tier teams in its division, the North, in the Great Lakes Conference. Hinska, good defense there. That looked like a bit of a walk to me, and it was indeed. That was Novik who tried to get inside and got doubled and just kind of shuffled the feet in the paint. Turnover gives it back to Grand Valley. Taylor Lutz, this is Barnett. Barnett will take that shot all day, and that's why. First bucket of the ball game for Brianna. Grand Valley has 3 players with 4, and the 4th player that scored, Barnett, has 3. It's 15-4. And now a timeout's going to be taken right here. I think this is going to be a 30. We will stay here right now for this one. It's going to be a 30, and that allows us to maybe take a glance at Mariah Mascaro, who's out entertaining here tonight at half court as Kristen Rogers tries to breathe some life into her team. Grand Valley playing pretty well at the moment. And there's Mariah Mascaro, the outstanding senior who is a bona fide first-team All-America selection in her field of endeavor. And entertaining some of the folks from north of the bridge here tonight in Allendale in the first of two. Grand Valley, by the way, had won 3 straight before losing at Tech over the weekend. A pretty highly contested game. Tech ranked 23rd in the nation. It was 61-52. After tonight, Grand Valley has a couple of games against teams from the other side of the state. They'll play at Northwood, the Lakers will, on Saturday, and then they come back next week here for a contest with Saginaw Valley. So the timeout is over, and there's a look at the player who has traveled a long, long way to get here. It's Tamara Novik. Player from Belgrade out there right now with the point guard, Megan Mannanen. 2 is Stephanie Fisher. 14, Mackenzie Edwards, and there's the girl from Serbia knocking one down. And she has a chance to complete a 3-point play. Tamara Novik with her first bucket of the ball game. Can't get the free throw down. This one will be retrieved by Piper Tucker of the Lakers. The Grand Valley ilk, 15-6 now, Grand Valley. Tucker, that's a long-range 3. Missed it wide and short, but it's chased down by Janae Langs. Ball is reversed to Dawson now. Not exactly her forte right there, but look at Barnett chase down another board. Barnett just kind of threw that one up, hoping that Tucker would be there, and this is going to be a common foul. I hope that Piper Tucker is not hurt. She went down pretty hard, has a smile on her face. Fisher's picked up her second. Harper back on. And also coming back into the ball game is Crittenden for Lake Superior State. We'll see the move right here. Little hand check, not a lot to it, but right in the wheelhouse of the referee at half court who saw it and made the call. Hinska now looking for Dawson. Hinska going to try for 3. Wide left, another little person with a rebound. This time it's Janae Langs. Grand Valley's had those 2-point types pull down 3 rebounds here in the last minute or so on the offensive glass. There's Langs. Good looking shot there by Janae. Janae Langs is a confident player, and really of all the substitutes that Grand Valley has, probably the most likely to come in with the attitude that she wants to get it and shoot it. Out there defending at the top of the key right now against Edwards. Harper, this is Crittenden now. Left-handed shot for 3 is up and through. That's Mackenzie Edwards, first bucket of the ball game, and it's 17-9. Barnett, nice roll by Hinska. She's got good position. Uses all of her little tricks, back, forth, up and in. That's an indication of pretty good coaching at some point along the way. I would say that when you see Hinska do that, it tells you that she knows what she's trying to achieve. Good footwork, didn't rush her shot, got the angle she wanted, knocked it down. She's had a good first half. Now Lang steps in. That ball ended up behind the Lake Superior player. Held ball to the Lakers for Grand Valley. La Prairie is back on. It's Tucker that goes out for Grand Valley. And now Barnett. Dawson. Dawson hasn't gotten all the way through to the glass yet once tonight. La Prairie inside Hinska. What do we have here? It's going to be a foul down in the paint against, I believe, Natalie Peterson. 16 fouls now. Boy, Hinska's been a problem. She has not only scored some points here, but she's drawn some fouls. Barnett finds Hinska. Hinska, little turnaround. Wow. Corinne Hinska feeling it a little bit. Look over to the bench and you see a lot of big smiles there. The little
shake and bake and a turnaround jumper, kind of a fall away, and she knocked it right down. Leading scorer in the game with 8. Grand Valley up by 12, and a takeaway by Langs. Langs got her eye out for Barnett, can't find her. Good catch by Hinska. She's looking to go again. Little drop step. I think she took steps here. What do we have? No, they're going to be a foul call inside. Well, they're going to call that on Hinska. It's a pretty good call. I think she sealed off with the left hand. Don't know if we're going to get another look at that, but I think that looked to me like she may have traveled, but watch where the left arm goes when she goes by the defender. Does she reach out or does she throw an elbow? Well, that's not much of a hook. Usually the hand has to be extended. She might have been called for the elbow that kind of bumped into the Lake Superior player there on the way to the bucket. Lake State trying desperately to get something going. That's a little mid-range jumper that goes for Apalooke Lacrosse. First bucket of the ball game, 21-11. And this is going to be a whistle that'll stop the action with Merrill Kripe getting fouled on her way to the rim. Krishana Harper picks up the foul. Here's Kripe going through the lane. There's a little slap down. Yeah, not much doubt about that one. Kripe, who scored 4 points already, can add to her total. Good rotation on that one. Merrill Kripe with 5. She is the second leading scorer. The 2 scoring leaders for Grand Valley, Hinska and Kripe, both players off the bench here. Grand Valley has doubled the Lake Superior total here with 15 minutes gone. And Merrill Kripe line drives that one in, so she's 3 out of 4 from the stripe in the contest. Grand Valley with its biggest lead at 12. Edwards now. Nice double. Grand Valley gets some good help from Botruff. Mannanen gave a good head fake that time to Brianna Barnett, and that opened things up from the corner for Apalooke Lacrosse, who's got 5 now after hitting 2 buckets. Here's Barnett, little pull up, that's going to go. Boy, Brianna Barnett, that's kind of like the fullback dive in football. If you can't stop that play coming right down Highway 1, it's going to be a long night. And the point guard for Grand Valley has gone right past her defender several times. That's a beautiful dump inside. Nice feed to Natalie Peterson. And the player that turned playmaker that time was Mackenzie Edwards. 4 for Peterson. Here goes Botruff looking to go the whole way. That ball was smacked out of bounds nicely by Peterson, who had just scored at the other end. Kristen Rogers using her bench. She's had everybody up and into this ball game who's available for duty so far. This will be Kripe to Barnett. Barnett spots up, and that is wide right. Not a good release on that one from Jamie Botruff. Ball knocked out of bounds to, I believe, Lake Superior State. And it was a foul by Kripe that necessitated that call. Another media timeout here, just under 4 to go in the first half. Grand Valley by 9 tonight here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network.
If you sign up for DirecTV's latest deal, prepare to be blindsided. Because they'll double your rate before you know it. And you'll find you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you over $3,000. That's why the smart choice is Xfinity. You can see all the best action in football all season long. With no surprises. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Total of 6 different players have scored for Grand Valley here in the opening 20 of this one, including that player right there, Merrill Kripe, who just picked up a foul. She's had a good first half. 6 to go with 8 from another substitute, Corinne Hinska. And the big guns, like LaPrairie and Lutz, have been kept off the sheet so far. But some of the other players picking up the slack here. Grand Valley defending pretty well in this contest. Mannanen, good jump out by LaPrairie. Edwards. Mannanen, jump past Kripe. Oh, she got hammered, and somehow Kripe did not get called for a foul there. And then a tie-up, which will result in possession for Lake Superior State. Love to see that last play because it looked to me like Kripe was kind of guessing on where she thought Mannanen would go, and it looked to me like Mannanen got belted pretty hard on that shot attempt. Usually when you've got the ball and you're close to the goal, you're going to get some attention from the officials. That's a great recovery by Piper Tucker. Beaten to the spot, but a quick jump resulting in a blocked shot, and Grand Valley's got it back. Lutz, now Tucker. Inside Dawson, trying to get up and under. Instead, this is going to be an uncontested triple try that is right down to the bottom for Piper Tucker. 7 now for Piper. Grand Valley opens up that 12-point lead again inside of 3 minutes to go here in the first half. This is Edwards now for Lake State. Peterson inside. It's the big girl from Serbia who can't get it. Got it back and put it down. Nice work. Novik with her second bucket of the ball game. That's become a pretty good confrontation right now. Novik and Corinne Hinska, and now a reach in. That's going to go, I believe, against April Lacrosse. Actually, they're saying Edwards. Yeah, there's the reach right there by Edwards. Really an unnecessary foul. You got a player going backwards, not really in control of the ball. And you put Kayla Dawson, the sophomore at the line, who is a very good free thrower. It's almost like conceding an uncontested basket. And Dawson, of course, right on cue, misses the free throw. Lake State's only down 10. It seems like it's been a bigger margin than that, but Grand Valley has allowed the opponent from Sault Ste. Marie to hang around. Mannanen in the corner. Grand Valley did not adjust that time, and they're lucky to get away with it. Triple try by Lacrosse was missed, and here's Barnett. LaPrairie forced up a terrible shot there. Really could have either continued on to the bucket or just pulled up and not taken the shot. She was a little bit off balance and forced it up anyway. Good movement here now by Lake State. That's a long one-hander, will not go. Player was wide open underneath for Lake State, and they couldn't find her. So now it's Barnett looking to create some space for herself. You don't want to give that to that shooter. She misses this time, and that, of course, being Piper Tucker, who hit her last three. We're down to the final 90 seconds of the first half with Grand Valley on top here tonight at the Grand Valley Fieldhouse Arena in Allendale, Michigan. We are on the campus of Grand Valley State University. Men's game to come in a little while. Triple try won't go. LaPrairie had that ball come right to her, and here's Barnett. I think Grand Valley wants to go and get, well, they're going to get 2 for 1 anyway, pretty certainly. If they hold on a little bit, they might prevent Lake Superior from getting any more than one possession. Shot missed by Tucker. That ball's tipped out of bounds to Lake State with 53 seconds remaining. It's going to be LaPrairie coming out and Bottriff back into the ball game. Kind of hard to understand how a player like LaPrairie, who is such a good stationary shooter, really hadn't had any good looks at the basket at all during the time that she's been in there. She is very streaky, and confidence is a big part of her game. When she makes the first one or the first two, she starts looking more aggressively for her shot, but it hasn't been there yet tonight. Mannanen in the corner. Crittenden forced it up lefty, couldn't get it, got it back, and she'll be unlucky twice. This ball is thrown back into the hands of Barnett, and she's on the run. Grand Valley should hold for 1 here. Shot clock is off. Barnett recognized it right away. So she was dialed in to what was happening, and Grand Valley will get the last possession of the first half. And if they don't do anything untoward, they'll lead at the intermission by double figures. This is Lutz, Dawson looking to go up and under. Now she throws it away. And there's the untoward play I was talking about. The line drive triple try by Mannanen will not go, and that takes us to the break. It's Grand Valley on top by 10, 28-18. We'll come back with more tonight from Allendale, Michigan, here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network.
Many of our customers are repeat customers. Once they travel with Cardinal, they come back time and time again.
Our drivers are the best in the industry. We have so many positive comments about our drivers.
Cardinal Bus, 85 years of safe, reliable, worry-free transportation. Call us at 800-348-7487.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
I was only 18 when I was diagnosed with cancer. I went from being an active, healthy teenager to becoming very sick very quickly. But thanks to the collaboration between researchers and my oncologist, I survived, and I'm now in remission.
We were curious, could a checking account help fight cancer? We'll give $150 to Stand Up to Cancer and $150 to you when you open a new checking account with direct deposit and make 3 online bill payments at Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank.
Hey John, check it out.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was testing to see if we really can turn any device in your house into a TV, and the tablet worked just fine, but I wanted to see if the phone would work as well. So I shrunk Sharon.
Every channel's live just like on TV, but it's my phone.
It's genius.
I'm watching TV.
Tiny Sharon's mean.
I'm right here.
Watch any channel live on any device around your home. The X1 Entertainment Operating System, only from Xfinity.
Well, through 20 minutes of action here tonight, Grand Valley the leader in this Great Lakes Conference women's contest. It's 28-18. April Lacrosse with 5. Natalie Peterson with 4. Tamara Novik also with 4 for the visitors. And for Grand Valley, it's Corinne Hinska off the bench with 8. 7 for Piper Tucker. 6 for Meryl Kripe, also off the bench, as the Lakers have this 10-point ball. I want to remind you, still men's action to come following the completion of this one a little bit later tonight here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network. 13-3, Lake State trying for a road win against Rick Wesley and Grand Valley. Right now, we'd like to introduce you to some of the things that have been happening on campus, including tonight's feature about what they refer to around here as being a Laker for a lifetime.
Did you know that community leaders had to raise $1 million before the state would approve Grand Valley?
They did it with the Buck a Brick campaign. People gave bucks for bricks to raise the money.
Do you know what those bucks bought? Outstanding academics.
A winning tradition.
Places and spaces to learn together and have fun.
A rich community that values inclusion.
A place exploding with talent.
Now is the winter of our discontent.
The bricks have built a community of over 90,000 Lakers for a lifetime.
Lakers who stay informed,
Get involved
give back,
and have Laker pride. Thanks, Tejas.
Go Lakers!
Now you're part of the Grand Valley community. What will you contribute?
No matter what form your brick takes, build something for Grand Valley State, for the region and for you.
You're a Laker for a lifetime.
When you put your name on something, it means something. For over 140 years, Coors Banquet's been brewed in one place, with pure Rocky Mountain water and the best high country barley. And someone with the name Coors still tastes our beer every week, making sure it tastes as good today as it did in 1873. That's something we're proud to put our name on. Coors, the banquet beer.
Gotta go!
I'd like to welcome you to our basement. I'd like to read a brief statement. We, the Hubacher family, are pleased to announce today that we've acquired the following players: Buster Posey, Mike Trout, Yadier Molina, Bryce Harper, Derek Jeter, and Miguel Cabrera. We believe that this demonstrates, once again, our family's unwavering commitment to assemble the very best team in this neighborhood.
Mr. Hubacher, you've really upped the ante here. How do you expect the other families in the neighborhood to respond?
Well, the Harris family's gonna be none too pleased.
Word is the Harrises are putting together quite a team of their own. Any concerns?
Under Cliff Harris's mismanagement, they already used up all their wall space with a bunch of paintings. I mean, really, come on.
Dad.
I know.
Start building your own dream team at fathead.com.
We all have a story. We all have a purpose. And here is where we find it. We are artists painting brighter outlooks for the future. We are scientists finding cures to life's painful moments. We are engineers molding new world advancements. We are here for many reasons. We are here to stray off the paved path and explore new terrains, to step out of our comfort zones and plunge into new waters, to look through a different glass and discover something bigger than us. Here, we take what we've gained and return the favor to new generations. Even when it's our time to leave, we still remain a part of this place. No matter where we end up, we remain connected. This is a home we share, and we are always welcomed back with open arms. Because here, we aren't just students for a few years. We are Lakers for a lifetime.
Well, in the first half, it was the defensive prowess of Grand Valley that really told the story in this contest. The Lakers themselves shot just a touch under 40% from the field. But Lake Superior State made just 8 of 31 attempts from the field, just 25.8%. They were only 2 out of 10 from behind the arc. So the inability to shoot the ball successfully has really hurt the visitors. If not for the contribution of Novik, who came in and hit 3 of her 5 shots, this game might be well out of hand right now for the visitors. But it's been interesting to see some substitutes come in. Natalie Peterson has hit a couple of buckets off the bench for Lake State, and talked about Novik before. And previously we mentioned the fact that Grand Valley getting offense today from both Kripe with 6 points and Hinska with 8. And Grand Valley doing a pretty good job on the glass and handling the ball quite well as well. Grand Valley turned it over just 3 times in the first half, and that's why they're on top right now by 10. We'll take another break and we'll come back. We're going to get to second half basketball action soon here. Lake Superior State and Grand Valley on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
Students are enrolling in record numbers at Grand Valley. This fall, the campus welcomed a record number of first-year students, bringing the total number enrolled to more than 25,000, hitting a major milestone for the university. The percentage of minority students is also a record high, as is the number of international and out-of-state students.
I chose Grand Valley because it offers a great education for an affordable price.
There are also enrollment increases in engineering, health professions, nursing, and business. These increases show how the university's programs align with what students want and employers need. Grand Valley has a track record students and parents count on. It has the third best graduation rate of all public universities in the state, and nearly 85% of recent graduates are staying in Michigan to begin their careers or graduate work. For Around Grand Valley, I'm Mary Eileen Lyon.
For about the past 7 months, Ellie's been running really high fevers, anywhere from 101 to 105. I really appreciated that when Ellie was going through a lot of her health problems, that Dr. Duttler called me personally.
I think it's important for parents to know that we really care about these kids just as we would care for our own children. Access to health is really an important part of being a medical home in primary care. So we do allow our patients to make same-day appointments whenever possible. They can email me, or they can call.
Ellie really likes going to see Dr. Duttler. Doctor.
Hey John, check it out.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was testing to see if we really can turn any device in your house into a TV, and the tablet worked just fine, but I wanted to see if the phone would work as well. So I shrunk Sharon.
Every channel's live just like on TV, but it's my phone.
It's genius.
I'm watching TV.
Tiny Sharon's mean.
I'm right here.
Watch any channel live on any device around your home. The X1 Entertainment Operating System, only from Xfinity.
Getting set now for the second half of action here on the women's side tonight. Grand Valley leading by 10 at the intermission, 28-18. The men's game to come at approximately 8 p.m. here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network. That's Steve Hettinga and his Lakers against Rick Wesley in the home side. Lake State, 13-3 overall, 8-2 in league play, and yet, strangely enough, that's only good for third place in the North Division right now. You got a situation where all the teams with good league records are all in the North. And in the South Division this year, believe it or not, coming into the start of play tonight, not one single team with a record above 500 on the men's side in conference play. So a win much needed for Grand Valley tonight. Lakers are probably out of any title consideration in terms of the regular season, certainly, with 5 losses, but they are still thinking about the postseason tournament. Janelle Burgess talking things over with Danny Crandall. We'll find out what they've got in mind when we come back with more tonight from Allendale.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
I was only 18 when I was diagnosed with cancer. I went from being an active, healthy teenager to becoming very sick very quickly. But thanks to the collaboration between researchers and my oncologist, I survived, and I'm now in remission.
We were curious, could a checking account help fight cancer? We'll give $150 to Stand Up to Cancer and $150 to you when you open a new checking account with direct deposit and make 3 online bill payments at Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank.
If you sign up for DirecTV's latest deal, prepare to be blindsided. Because they'll double your rate before you know it. And you'll find you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you over $3,000. That's why the smart choice is Xfinity. You can see all the best action in football all season long, with no surprises. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
So the final few notes being played right now by the pep band. The clock has wound its way almost down to 0, and Lake Superior State will put its 5 back out onto the floor. Grand Valley getting some final instruction from Janelle Burgess. And you see Corinne Hinska there, the tall player in the back row. Looks like she might be seeing some action here at the start of the half, but maybe not. She's just looking for a chair right now. Grand Valley will start with the group that began the game. Lutz, Tucker, Brianna Barnett, Dawson, and LaPrairie. And Grand Valley has it first here as we get rolling on the final 20 minutes of women's action here tonight. This is Barnett. Tucker. And now Taylor Lutz. LaPrairie turns, fires. She chased it. She would have gotten it back, but she was backing up. And the ball comes down to Mananen, who sets up her teammate for a triple try. That was Mackenzie Edwards. That's off the mark, and Grand Valley's got it right back. So 2 quick misses here. And now Tucker, Lutz, LaPrairie again down there at the elbow, looking to turn. That time she forced it against pressure. Not quite sure why that one went up so quickly. But 2 misses early by LaPrairie here in the second half. And now Lake State has it back. Crittenden leans inside and got it over the top of the Grand Valley defense. And the lead is down inside double figures for the first time in a while. Here goes Barnett. Tucker thought about it. She's going to go all the way to the basket instead and scores off the jump stop. Nice play there by Piper Tucker. 9 points to lead all scorers in this contest tonight. Grand Valley's lead 10 again. And now Tucker, ooh, that was unfortunate. Would have had a steal, ran into the official, and then fell down after running into the official. Tucker a little happy, I think, unhappy. I think she believed that she probably could have made the steal right off the initial touch. Ball inside to Crittenden. Piper Tucker played her well. This is a long triple try, and it's an easy rebound for Grand Valley into the hands of Kayla Dawson to the front court. Little spin move here by Dawson, and that's more her game right there. She likes to get in and reverse if possible with the drop step. And for Dawson, that's her first bucket of the ball game. Grand Valley by 12 now as Merrill Kripe gets set to come back in. Nearly a takeaway by Dawson. She knocked it off the Lake State player and knew it right away. Looked up, saw the official right there. Dawson gets a bucket, a steal, and a seat. And some instruction from Janelle Burgess as she goes back to the Grand Valley sideline. Here's Barnett. Kripe. Piper Tucker now. Kripe. Here goes Lutz. That's a nice move by Lutz. Can she finish? Not quite. Crittenden. Nice back pass to Mananen, but Mananen couldn't get the right spin on it. She tried to turn her body to get more square to the basket and then just kind of lost the angle. What do we have here? That's going to be a block against Mackenzie Edwards. First team foul this half. Barnett defended well, goes lefty, nice shot. Brianna Barnett felt she was pushed on the way through there, wanted a call, but will settle for the hoop. Kripe defending well down there in the corner. Lacrosse. And now Edwards. There's Mannanen from beyond the arc, and she knocks down a three. And for Mannanen, her first score of the ball game. Here's Kripe looking to go. Got to get out of the lane somehow. That would have been a travel in my book, but they let it go, and Janae Langs fought it away from Mannanen. 2 fouls now on Mannanen. Langs is in now. Barnett goes out. And there we see that last foul. I thought Kripe got away with an extra step, but to no avail. LaPrairie, nice cross-court pass. This is Lutz, who was blocked on the way in. I like that attitude, though, from Lutz. She sees the opening, and she wants to go, and very hard for people to get out of the way when you've got an alley like that, and she's coming through from the weak side. There's going to be space. I think that was Krishana Harper who picked up the foul. That pass a little too adventurous for Kripe. Tried to find Lutz in the corner. So after that last triple by Mannanen, Lake State can cut it to single digits here, and Corinne Hinska, who had such an impressive first half, is up and getting set to come back on for Grand Valley. A little lob down to Crittenden. Crittenden to Krishana Harper. Thought about it. I don't think we've seen Harper let one fly from that far out in this game yet. Nice switch this time. Lake State can't hit the shot, and it's a good block out by Langs. Actually, a good block out by Taylor Lutz, and Lutz has got the basketball. She's going to spin, shoot, do everything but nail it down there at the end. That's a knockaway by Kripe, a steal for Grand Valley. Kripe, LaPrairie for three, and LaPrairie at long last gets one down. And that'll be a quick 30 taken here. Would have normally been a media timeout. Let's see what the call is here from the officials. I think we're it's going to be a 30 apparently right now, so we'll keep it here for the moment. Grand Valley has opened up a 14-point margin at 37-23, and the Lakers are going to bring Hinska back into the ball game. Well, LaPrairie tried 2 shots right out of the break, missed them both, and then went back beyond the line a little bit, got some space, and knocked one down. I don't think it was an accident that she took 2 shots early. Here's LaPrairie. Now she gets that ball up high. She elevates. It's a very tough shot to defend at the Division II level. LaPrairie's got some size, and more often than not, she's matched up against shorter players. We'll see if that is a good omen for the remainder of the second half for her. She missed her first 2 shots, was scoreless in the first half, but has now helped Grand Valley to a 14-point margin here tonight. Second game still to come at around 8 or so. That is the latest in technology right there, the old Tiara headphone, which can be color coordinated with any outfit. Very nice. So the Lakers come back out with a slightly different look here with Corinne Hinska back into the contest. She is the tallest player out there for either side. This is Stephanie Fisher on the ball right now for Lake State. 33 is Lacrosse. Megan Edwards, Crittenden, Krishana Harper. That is a high arching bomb to the bottom of the barrel. Harper's first bucket of the ball game is a 3-pointer. Lead down to 11 now for Grand Valley. Here's Hinska, got some space. Piper Tucker did not follow her shot there. Probably thought she was the last man back. Had she gone after it, it would have come right back into her lap. Triple try is wide right. Who's going to run this one down? That ball pinballs around. Oh, Langs got hit, and she's okay. And she's got a smile on her face. You worry about the possibility of a Charlie horse or a knee-to-knee hit there. That ball came flying out, and Langs got in the way, and she drew the foul. Let's see it again here. She's going to get it, and then she got it again. Kind of got hit in the midsection. We'll take a break right now. Coming back with more from Allendale.
didn't used to hear much in a library. Well, this is no typical library.
The Mary Ida Pugh Library Learning and Information Commons on the Allendale campus has been receiving praise and acclaim from the moment it opened its doors in 2013.
The design came after watching and listening to students, but it also came with Grand Valley's high standards of design and environmental responsibility. The library just earned the highest level of LEED certification by the U.S. Green Building Council. It was awarded platinum status. This library has energy management features that include underfloor air distribution, super efficient exterior walls, a heat recovery system, and a rainwater-fed irrigation system. These save the environment and operating costs. When the university saves money, it can better manage tuition and other costs to students. Now that should give students in this library something to talk about. For Around Grand Valley, I'm Mary Eileen Lyon.
Merrill Kripe and company holding on to a lead of 11 right now. Kripe is out there with number 11. That is Piper Tucker. Kayla Dawson's on right now. Hinska and Langs. So some of the starters and regulars getting a rest. Here's Dawson looking to rotate through. Flipped it up. No. Hinska nearly got into that one. And there's Langs, who just kind of bulldogged her way in. She tied up an exasperated Mackenzie Edwards, but the ball will stay in the possession of Lake Superior. Kristen Rogers, first-year coach, trying to nurse her team back into this one. They've not really been within contact for a while. Here's Crittenden trying to go on Tucker. It's a takeaway by Kripe. Can Kripe finish here? She's out ahead of the pack. Right hands it up and in and draws the foul. Well, you can't do it much better than that for Merrill Kripe, who's having a big scoring ball game with 8. And Stephanie Fisher picks up her 4th foul. If you're a defensive player in this situation, either go for it or just get out of the way. And she reached in. I'm not sure she touched Kripe at all, but that is the worst of all options right there. The kind of in-between play that gets you a cheap foul that you maybe didn't deserve. Kripe knocks off the free throw. 9 for her. Grand Valley's got Tucker and Kripe with 9 and Hinska with 8, and Grand Valley leads by 14. Beautiful possession there for Merrill Kripe. The steal, the control, the finish, and the free throw. Grand Valley kicked that one out of play. Candace Crittenden on the ball right now. The lob inside. The shot's going to come up a little bit shy from Kelsey Ants, who's back on. And here's Janae Langs looking to run with Dawson. Dawson kind of looking to get to the basket whenever possible. Here's Hinska, little drop step inside, flipped it up, made the nice move, but missed the shot. That is out of bounds. Lake Superior will keep possession. Barnett coming to the table for Grand Valley. This is Krishana Harper, guarded by Langs, and then Hinska on the switch. Tallest player in the court to the smallest. Nice job by Hinska, who handed off Fisher. This is a shot inside that goes. Nice play by Candace Crittenden, who's been waiting all night for that bucket, her first. Grand Valley by 12, 7 minutes into the second half here. Kripe outside. That's a shot that Dawson probably should have took. Hinska's going to flip it up from about 8, chased it down, got away with a reach in there. Harper against Hinska, thought the better of it. Little move inside. This is a tough shot. It goes again for Crittenden. 4 now for her, and the lead is down to 10. See if Grand Valley gets one of those taller players in a little bit closer to the basket. Here's Dawson. Langs looking to go all the way, hooked it up. She protected the ball. Oh, I don't know about that. they're going to say Langs went out to out and did not fully reestablish inside. I'd like to see that again. Looked to me like she got both feet in, back in, when the ball came her way. Here it is. Is that foot moving? Well, you'd be the judge. She's got both feet in bounds there before she touched it, so that's my definition of reestablished. Didn't look like she was going to have time to do it, but I think the referee might have blown that one a little bit quickly. Here's Crittenden now, who's had the last 2 buckets, can get her team inside that 10-point figure. LaPrairie's coming back out for Grand Valley. Lacrosse. Crittenden start to feel it, but Hinska took it right away from her. Hinska went down to the deck. What do we have? Oh, well, Janelle Burgess called the timeout. She thought her player was going to be tied out, and just when the referee blew the whistle, Grand Valley consolidated possession. That'll be a 30 here taken by Grand Valley with a tick over 12 minutes remaining in the contest. Lakers up by 10 right now. It's a good play really by a coach who's close enough to a referee in the backcourt to get the timeout, but really you'll watch what happens. Hinska actually controls down on her knees. Janelle Burgess is thinking my player is going to lose it. She's reaching up there saying 30-30, and by the time the official got the picture, Grand Valley had already broken free with the basketball. But no takeovers in basketball. Grand Valley has to live with a 30-second timeout. Pretty active group here out cheering for the Lakers here tonight. A lot of fans on hand tonight. A lot of students are here. I think the promotion tonight is called Pizza World. A lot of the different pizza emporiums in the area allowing students to sample their wares. And a lot of students taking advantage. Grand Valley returns to the court right now with Lutz, Dawson, LaPrairie, Barnett, and Hinska. And there she is, Corinne Hinska, who's done a fine job here tonight, especially in the first half. Lutz now on the ball for the Lakers. Here's LaPrairie. She shot a couple times from there. Here's Hinska, got down deep, forced it up, no. Got it back, and then got it, well, almost out to Barnett. That's where Hinska can improve a little bit. If she can put on a little bit of weight or just get more strength, she probably could have fought through that first defender and held on to the ball the second time. Mannanen, Edwards, Ants fouled on the way to the basket. I think it's LaPrairie who picks up that foul. Common foul. Mannanen looking to go to the bucket. Oh, Hinska, that was too easy. And then Hinska, a presence again. That was a little bit of a forearm that got thrown out there. I think they're going to call Lutz for the foul, or no? Well, they're going to call Barnett. She was the one player that I wasn't aware of fouling in that situation. It was like a 3-player collision. And Barnett is tabbed for the foul. That is off the Lake State player, no. Barnett has just really been a pest tonight, really bothering Mannanen. Barnett's not going to let her go. He's not going to concede any bit of the court. Mannanen crosses her nicely, though. Gives up the ball for a triple try. That's rebounded inside. This is going to be a foul against Taylor Lutz of Grand Valley. And suddenly, some signs of fatigue creeping through for Grand Valley. When you get out-rebounded like that at the offensive end 3 times in a row, or your own defensive end, it could be an indication that players, 1 or 2 of them, are getting a little bit tired. Grand Valley losing a little bit of a jump in its step here the last couple of minutes. Led by 14, now it's 10, could be less than that. Lacrosse, they switch it to Crittenden. Crittenden to Mannanen. But Lake State just doesn't have the players who can get out that quick shot. Good work on the baseline by Dawson. Mannanen flips it up and in. Beautifully done. Mannanen with 5 here in the second half. The lead is 8 for Grand Valley. So the Lakers at 14 look like they're going to take the top off this one, but they're pegged back by Lake State. Hinska fighting for position. She's got to get down a little bit deeper, trying to get a good wide base, but just kind of shoved out of there by April Lacrosse. Can they get it to Hinska? They do. And now, finally, well, you can get away with certain things when you're down there in that paint area. But as soon as the ball comes in, if you're hand checking the player who's got the ball, they're going to blow that whistle more often than not. LaPrairie, the quick draw in the fire and fill from LaPrairie. When LaPrairie's got it going, it doesn't matter if she's guarded or not. And when she doesn't have it going, it doesn't matter if she's unattended. Nice little drive to the bucket here. The shot missed and rebounded by Dawson. Hinska trying to set up down deep. LaPrairie looking to go again, maybe. Oh, nice drop off for Hinska. Right idea, just didn't get it there. Nice behind the back dribble there by Crittenden. Follow no. Hinska pulls it out of there. Really putting her stamp on this game. Brianna Barnett is not going to give it up. Missed the shot. Hinska was there momentarily. Well, Hinska's putting in quite a shift right now. She might need a blow. She has gone up and down baseline to baseline. Crittenden went right around Hinska. And that's going to be a block against Kayla Dawson and 2 free throws for Candace Crittenden. Here comes Crittenden. She's looking, head up all the way. Goes right into the chest of Dawson, but Dawson is moving a little bit. And I think she was in the semicircle down there beneath the basket anyway. Crittenden had a hard time coming into this one, but she's hit a couple of buckets here in the second half. Tucker and Kripe replace Barnett and LaPrairie. A little bit of an unusual motion there for number 1, Candace Crittenden, but she coaxes in one of 2. 9-point Laker lead. Dawson for 3. Wide open look. Good release. Good result. Dawson now with 5, and we will get a quick timeout taken here by Lake Superior State. Kristen Rogers wants to talk about it. This will be a 30 here. I think Kristen Rogers trying to find, trying to get some accountability there. She's not happy about that last possession where Grand Valley just waltzed into the front court and found Dawson, who was completely unguarded, and knocked down a 3 after Lake State had worked so hard to get that margin down underneath 10. There's Kayla Dawson back on the court for Grand Valley, out there with Taylor Lutz. Hinska is still in. Kripe and Tucker. Here's Mannanen now for Lake State. Ants looking to work. That's good defense by Grand Valley. A good offensive rebound, though, by Natalie Peterson, who gets to the line now for 2. Corinne Hinska, they say, with that last foul. And gets the mouth guard in. I'm sure the parents and the orthodontists appreciate that move. Missed free throw, though, by Peterson. Margin stays 12. Janae Langs is back on for Grand Valley. That one brought a little bit of rain. Peterson, though, gets it down, her 5th point of the ball game. Kripe to the front court now for Grand Valley. Langs. Dawson down deep. A nice show and go. Forced it up and drew the foul. I don't know how you describe Dawson. I guess if you went back a ways, old school, kind of a plays down on the block, kind of like Adrian Dantley used to. Sort of a player who didn't really have great size for that particular role, but somehow always seems to get free or get to the bucket to put her in a situation like this where she's shooting free throws. That one is short and left for Kayla Dawson. Hinska's going to get a break right now. And Barnett will get back on as well. Grand Valley in the second half, 7 of 19 from the floor, but Lake State is only 6 of 17. Dawson gets the free throw. 6 now for Kayla. Lakers by 12 here. And this has just been a nightmare for Manning, being hawked every step of the way by a player just as quick. Brianna Barnett. Ball down to the block. Oh. That was Kripe who got hit in the chest hard. She might need to be substituted. She really took, it looked to be an elbow in the ribs there when she was underneath the basket. Completely unintentional. Trying to play it off right now is Kripe. LaPrairie. Tough shot, got it down. Just one of those players, when she's got it going, you could be out there with a tennis racket and not stop her. And at other times when she's open, it just seems like it doesn't really agree with her. But she's had it going here in the second half. It's a triple try for Mannanen, controlled by Lake State. And Brianna Barnett comes up with the loose ball, looking to go. She's going to drive it right at Mannanen. She spins, drew the foul. I'm not sure if it was Mannanen or Crittenden who got her. I think they're going to say Megan Mannanen on the way through. So Barnett forces the issue and gets to the line. And that brings us to our media timeout with 7:35 left in the contest. Grand Valley up by a dozen tonight.
For about the past 7 months, Ellie's been running really high fevers, anywhere from 101 to 105. I really appreciated that when Ellie was going through a lot of her health problems, that Dr. Duttler called me personally.
I think it's important for parents to know that we really care about these kids just as we would care for our own children. Access to health is really an important part of being a medical home in primary care. So we do allow our patients to make same-day appointments whenever possible. They can email me or they can call.
Ellie really likes going to see Dr. Duttler. Doctor.
After Brianna Barnett came up with that loose ball, she decides to go right at her defender. Fakes like she's going left and then spins. There's just kind of a odd reach there by Mannanen. Really at that point, the player's going so quick, you're beaten on the play. The reach in doesn't do you much good at all. You're either going to get called for it or it's just going to end badly. Barnett makes the first free throw. I don't think we've seen her at the stripe except for one other occasion early in the contest when she split a pair. 6-4 now. Make it 7 for Brianna. 14-point Laker lead. Janelle Burgess looking on. Things going pretty well for her right now. Mannanen trying to get rid of Barnett. It's a nice little double team on Crittenden, and LaPrairie is going to chase it down in the corner. Crittenden actually dribbled it off her foot, and that kind of deadened the ball a little bit as it spun to the side. Tucker. Janae Langs thought about a long gun, going to go from the elbow instead, and knocks it down. She is a confident player, Langs. 4 points on the night, biggest lead for the Lakers, Grand Valley that is, 16 right now, under 7 to go. Crittenden, Mannanen. Kelsey Yancey out there, has got it right now and jacks it up for 3. A little bit unlucky. A putback does not go for Crittenden, controlled by Merrill Kripe. But Crittenden has had some balls all around the basket that just have refused to go in. Langs going to try it again. Tucker. LaPrairie. Little lob inside. Kripe is going to get into double figures tonight. Merrill Kripe with 11. Posted up. Grand Valley by 18. Lakers have really started to open up here. Crittenden Cut off nicely by Tucker. Ants inside. Little 10-footer will spin around and go. That is Mackenzie Edwards with a bucket. 5 for her now. 4 players at the table waiting to get into this one. That is a long try up over the top from LaPrairie. Hinska comes back in along with Lutz. LaPrairie goes out, and Piper Tucker. Kripe also checked out. Who was the other player to move in? I think it was Jamie Bottriff who got back on for Grand Valley. 16-point Laker lead. Stephanie Fisher's back in there despite her foul trouble. Skipped across. Nice double by the Lakers on Edwards. Lake State trying to set up inside. Little turnaround jumper goes for Natalie Peterson. 7 now for Nat. 14-point ball game. Grand Valley has had it out to 18. They haven't gotten to 20, and now it's back to 14. Langs trying to set up with Hinska. Got a good pick. Hinska, nice catch. Going to use her size if she can, and that's going to be a held ball. Possession to Grand Valley. A little unlucky for Lake Superior there. They blocked the shot. We're going to have the ball. Instead, it's a held ball. Now there's some discussion about which way the arrow goes. They've got it sorted out. Grand Valley had it. Barnett for Grand Valley. 10 on the shot clock. No reset after that held ball. Barnett will step out and take a long shot in this situation. Can't draw iron. It's going to be a shot clock violation against Grand Valley with 4:35 remaining. Grand Valley comfortably on top right now. This one's not quite to the barn yet. Mannanen fighting with Barnett. What a great job by Barnett. Just fabulous defensive work. Here's Langs. Barnett got back into the picture. Left it short this time, and that's hauled out of there by Lacrosse. It's just been so difficult for Mannanen to get anything going in this contest, and now the other guards are feeling the wrath of Barnett as well. And now a whistle, and I believe it's Peterson who shoved Barnett down in the block. Second foul against her. 4 players substituted for Lake Superior. They're trying to stay fresh. Above all, Kristen Rogers has only 9 available tonight. Grand Valley really hasn't gone much deeper than that, but Grand Valley has not had to substitute out of necessity very often. Hinska. Now Dawson. Dawson could have had Hinska that time. Steps through, lays it off beautifully, and it's a nice little left-handed 2-footer for Taylor Lutz, who is finally on the score sheet. Her first basket of the ball game. Lakers by 16. Shauna Harper. Look at Hinska out there chasing on a point guard. Very impressive. This is very nearly a takeaway. And it is knocked out of bounds to Lake State. We'll take a break right now with a little less than 3.5 remaining. Grand Valley very much in control tonight at home.
Grand Valley's commitment to a diverse and inclusive campus has been recognized by the country's oldest and largest diversity-focused publication for higher education. Insight into Diversity awarded Grand Valley the 2014 Higher Education Excellence in Diversity Award. The honor is based on an institution's diversity and inclusion initiatives and the ability to embrace a broad definition of diversity on campus.
Having an environment where we're inclusive, not just in our student body, but also in our practices and employment practices in the classroom, we enhance the educational experience for all of our students.
The university once again broke enrollment records this fall for minority and international students. The focused attention on inclusion means Grand Valley graduates are capably entering a global workforce where they are making a difference. For Around Grand Valley, I'm Mary Eileen Lyon.
Well, Grand Valley will have to defend here on the inbounds play. It will be Megan Mannanen to trigger for Lake Superior State. Let's see what kind of play they come up with. They throw it inbounds to the big player over the top. Grand Valley was trying to guard that time with Bottriff with her back to the inbounder. It didn't work very well. Lake Superior State's got it back. Mannanen for three, down. She hasn't gotten loose from Barnett too many times. It's going to be full court pressure. Got to throw that ball in bounds, and they finally do to Taylor Lutz, who gets away from Mannanen. Harper is guarding Brianna Barnett right now. On the switch off, Barnett looking to go a little bit here. Corinne Hinska threw a little bit at her opposite number. Novick couldn't get rid of her. Shot clock at 9. Down inside, 240. Barnett goes lefty, and somehow that didn't get there. All but the finish. Mannanen went down hard. Caught her feet with somebody else. That is an amazing circus shot that is up and through for Candace Crittenden. Crittenden with the bucket. Her 7 now in the ball game with a chance to finish it. Bottriff picked up the foul, and Grand Valley gets Piper Tucker back in. Tough shot for a lefty to make there. From almost directly underneath the basket. So except for LaPrairie, who's on the sideline right now, this is Grand Valley's starting 5. Crittenden has all her points, I believe, here in the second half. Well, here's a takeaway by Mannanen. Grand Valley was very careless. Again, it's the player not moving on an inbounds pass to create an angle. Mannanen jacks up a 3. Hinska's going to pull this one down. Well, she got crunched there. Should have been a foul call. Instead, it's going to be a held ball. Janelle Burgess will not be too happy about that. Now Grand Valley's going to take a 30 here with 2:17 remaining. It's still an 11-point lead. With the 3-point shot, it's not beyond the realm of possibility, but Grand Valley probably thinking it should have finished this one off by now. And instead, it's a 10-point ball game at 56-46. Now, it looks to me like Hinska's got this completely. And it's not so much the reach in, but the push it she got from Novick from behind that sent her to the floor, which I think should have been a foul call. Kristen Rogers trying to draw something up for her side here. Let's see if Grand Valley does it a little bit differently this time. Hinska's guarding Novick, so they're not going to be able to lob it over the top of her head, even though she's not watching the inbounder. Nice jump out that time, too, by Hinska. Mannanen thought about a 3. This is a 3. That's an air ball controlled by Tucker, and now Barnett. And this will take it down inside 2 minutes. Good possession here for Grand Valley. We just about finished this one off. Barnett with Krishana Harper watching her. Hinska. Grand Valley wants to run a little bit of clock. Here's Dawson, wide open. That's a block on the baseline. And Taylor Lutz will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple here. Not much doubt about that one. Boy, Lutz, who is a very good shooter under normal circumstances, has had a miserable night at the stripe. By my count, that's 3 in a row she's missed. Her previous 2 misses were early in the contest. Just gotta take your time, get back to basics. There we go. Looked a little better that time, but still nothing doing. 0 for 4 from the free throw line for a good free throw shooter and a good shooter. Krishana Harper fires it up. No. Hinska, nice work. Looking for the breakout here if she can find it, and she's got it now. It's 2-on-1. Barnett, is she going to pull up? Oh, she drops it off nicely. Ah, beautiful play by Barnett. She faked everybody out Piper Tucker probably would have liked to have stopped just a touch sooner. She got underneath the basket just a bit, but she will shoot two. Well, Barnett had that one figured out the whole way. And Grand Valley has at long last made a free throw. 91 seconds left. Grand Valley's lead 11. After that point added to the total, Piper Tucker, who's now in double figures with 10, and make it 11. Down to the last minute and a half. Here's Harper. We'll find out who the three-point bombers are. Harper looking to go lefty, missed the shot. Again, Hinska just controlling the glass. Really had a fine ball game tonight. Maybe the player of the game for Grand Valley when you consider what she's done. She has scored, rebounded, defended pretty well. And now a takeaway here. This is going to be Mananen, who's got an easy one, which she will finish off. And a quick timeout taken by Lake State. Mananen now with 65 seconds to go, and Grand Valley with a 10-point lead. Well, that's the kind of play that the coaching staff for Grand Valley not going to be happy about. They want safety first and foremost in that situation. It's sloppy on the ball. And Janelle Burgess trying to coach this one right through the finish line. Don't want her team to get in any bad habits. Dawson a little casual here. And actually kind of a nice play, I think, by Crittenden, who stepped in and just got a hand in there. And that made it easy for Mananen. Inbounds, it comes now to Barnett. And Mananen's going to take it away. She's got to do it against the best ball handler here for Grand Valley. Through the legs, crossover, and hasta la vista. Boy, Mananen's still out there digging. The 5'2" player from Ishpeming Westwood. Grand Valley now inside of 50 seconds. 10 on the shot clock. No rush for Grand Valley. Skipped across. Dawson for three. Left it short. And Mananen somehow got the rebound about 20 feet away, and Barnett took it away. Nicely done by Barnett again. Made herself big out there and just got in the passing lane, and Grand Valley now has a chance to just about run this one out. Mananen is going to take this one right to the wall. She's not giving up. She's not going to make it easy for Barnett. Barnett just going to walk it around here down to the last 13 seconds. Should be a double-digit victory for Grand Valley. Barnett's going to fire and not get it. That ball is tipped around. Maybe time for one more foray for the visitors. It's going to be Crittenden. And the horn is going to go before another shot can be taken. And with that, the Lakers claim another victory in league play. Janelle Burgess' team goes to 8-3 in the league. The opposite figures are there for Lake Superior, 3-8, 7-8 overall for Lake State. Grand Valley now 11-4 on the season. And Grand Valley has the victory here in game one, 58-48. Grand Valley getting a pretty good balanced scoring effort. Kripe and Tucker each with 11. Hinska with 8. Barnett with 7. And Kat LaPrairie also with 7. A balanced attack for Grand Valley and a comfortable victory here for Grand Valley in game one. We will be back shortly around 8 o'clock for the second game of our doubleheader. So stick around for that tonight here on Xfinity and the Grand Valley Sports Network. In our first game tonight, the women's contest, it's Grand Valley victorious. Grand Valley defeats Lake Superior State 58-48.